They called me Cat P. Now they're homeless. I never thought a simple piece of paper could change my life. But that's exactly what happened in the apartment building I called home for months. My neighbors made my life unbearable. They complained about the smallest things, spread rumors behind my back, and found new ways to harass me. I tried to ignore it, telling myself it would pass, but it only got worse. Then one day, I came home to find a note slipped under my door. At first, I thought it might be important, maybe something from management. But when I picked it up and read the words, my jaw dropped. The note mocked me, calling me Catwee, claiming I smelled like urine, and hinting that I didn't belong in the building. I felt humiliated. Who even thinks of something that cruel? I wanted to crumple it up and pretend it never happened, but something inside me snapped. I had kept quiet for too long. And they thought they could keep pushing me, instead of fighting back with anger. I decided to be smarter. I started documenting everything. Every loud fight that spilled into the hallway, every late-night party that kept the building awake, every time their trash piled up where it shouldn't, and of course I kept the note, slowly. I built a file thick enough to make a landlord's blood boil. When I finally knocked on the landlord's office door, I was nervous. What if he didn't take me seriously? But as he flipped through the evidence, his face went from neutral to furious. The note was the final straw, but everything else painted a bigger picture. They weren't just bothering me, they were disrupting the whole community. The landlord didn't say much, just a sharp nod and a promise that things would be handled. A few weeks later, it happened. Moving trucks pulled up, and the neighbors who once smirked at me were dragging their belongings out of the building, faces red with shame. But before they left, they slipped one more note under my door. This time it said, "Thanks for getting us evicted." It was supposed to sting, to make me feel guilty, but instead I smiled. Because by then, the whole community knew the truth. My other neighbors stood by me, some even helping me carry groceries and telling me how relieved they were the troublemakers were finally gone. That cruel nickname, Catwee, didn't break me, it exposed them. The real karma wasn't just them losing their apartment, it was seeing the building come together in support of me. For the first time in months, I felt peace in my own home. And as I sat by my window that night, watching their moving truck drive away, I realized something. Sometimes revenge doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes the sweetest justice is silence, community, and finally being free.